That's the intro right there.
Okay. Hi, this is Ben at Truck and Tractor Ranch. This is my very first video of this type, so be gentle. We've got one rule here at Truck and Tractor Ranch. Can't remember what that is. But one project that I have going on is this 1970 GMC half-ton long bed 2-wheel drive pickup truck, and I'll go over it in some more detail and why it's special to me later. But one thing it needs for sure is new window cranks, and this is common on all of these trucks. No crank. That's what it sounds like, and it shouldn't sound like that. So I've already pulled out the glass and some other stuff. The door panel is off, and maybe we'll go over that in a future video. But for now, we're going to cover just taking out the crank mechanism itself. That's held on with these 4 screws. You need a big Phillips driver, and a lot of times they'll be pretty tight. But these aren't too bad. This is a rust-free desert truck, so they come out pretty easy. We get to the last one, it's going to want to fall. So, let's see if I can grab it. Okay, 4 screws are out. There's a little bit of a trick here, because one of the arms of this scissor mechanism has a panel that it rides in that's right behind here, and I know you can't really see that, but I think you'll see more what I'm talking about when I take it out. So what you have to do is push this guy back in there and then kind of slide it along that channel back this direction, and then it'll eventually slide out of the channel, and you can pull it out and it's stuck on your watch. And I can kind of see why it's not working so good. Pretty rusty. So when these well, this is pretty rusty for a Arizona truck, I should say, but these doors, when the seals start to go bad, the rain just goes right down in the door. Eventually they start filling up with dirt and stuff, and the moisture just stays in there, and so a bunch of the steel parts get to look like this, although this one's not too bad for being 53 years old just about. So let's grab the new one, we'll put that in. Whose idea was this?
I have no idea. Not mine. That's for sure.
Okay, brand new shiny one. Amazon special. Okay, so the channel that rides back here that I was talking about is where, if I can figure it out here, there we go. That's where this little guy goes. So when I put it in, this is going to go into that channel, and then when you crank it here, this whole thing scissors up and down like so in order to raise the window. So actually, that wasn't a very good illustration of it, but this stays, this mechanism stays level, and when it raises up, the glass comes along for the ride, goes back down, and it should operate pretty smoothly. This one came pre-greased somewhat, so it's got some grease on the spring mechanism. That's to assist you with the weight, but I don't see any grease really on these teeth here, so I'm going to grease that up and probably also put some grease on these guys. Let me get the grease. Okay, back in action with the grease. So just got to get some of this on a finger, put a liberal amount on the teeth here. This is just to make it operate smoothly, so you don't get kind of a, I don't know, a clunky or notchy feel when you're cranking on it. That's probably good there. And then each of these little plastic pieces rides in a channel. As I mentioned before, one of them rides in a channel that's already here, and the other two go in the channel that is attached to the bottom of the glass, which we'll show later. And I like to put some grease on those too to keep them moving nice and smooth. So all three of those will get some grease. Now we're ready to put it in. So, opposite of how I installed it, this guy in, and before sliding it all the way toward you, I will make sure and get this piece in its little channel. All right, I pulled it the rest of the way. Now I can grab it and get my 4 screws back in. And it looks like it's gonna fit just fine. Okay.
It's funny, I never say it, but I feel like the phone is like too wide of a shot. Or too
Really?
close in.
Oh.
Like you need it to go.
Oops. All right, well, let's hope once I get 1 screw in, the rest will be way easier. What I should have brought over here are some shop towels. So I'm gonna go grab them. Okay, sufficiently degreased. Let's get these screws back in there. So I'm going to put the screws in there and get them fairly snug, but not tighten them all the way, just to make sure all 4 holes line up for all 4 screws. There we go, so I can move it around a little bit. Now I'm greasy again. Tighten them all down, and let's set our handle back on here. Listen to that. Very nice. Good to go. Thanks for watching the second most embarrassing thing I've done this year.